Hey guys, this is Lily.
And this is Ivan.
And we're
Let's Find Retro.
To you it's trash, to us it's treasure. So let's go and let's find retro. Thank you for tuning into our channel. This is the first episode of Let's Find Retro, where we actually started off of TikTok and we're transitioning over to the YouTube channel. So for all you guys that do follow us on TikTok, we appreciate the likes and we appreciate you coming over and subscribing. Please continue. If you love the retro, you like the 80s, 90s, 2000s,
nostalgia,
video games, then you're in the right channel. All right, guys, so a little bit of our background. We are a retro couple that love going and finding thrifting, video game stores, garage sales, a little bit of everything. And so we started actually this collection off one single item, and that's our Nintendo 64.
Ice Blue.
Ice Blue. And we'll show you a picture of it. That being said, this is back early 2000s, 2020s. Whenever COVID happened, we started doing a little bit of thrifting, looking on YouTube channels, and kind of and got us motivated in that area, in that field. And this particular console was the first one that we actually really enjoyed, and we didn't want to sell. We had sold Super Nintendos in a box. We had sold a bunch of 360s. We had
a bunch of games, knickknacks, plushies. We kind of went everywhere with selling stuff.
Yeah, I mean, from t-shirts to furniture to, you know, the whole 9 yards, whatever you want to call it. But we specifically really fell in love with the video gaming scene, and this is due to the fact that we actually have a huge nostalgia when it comes to the 360. That was the console that my wife had bought me, and the time girlfriend had bought me back in 2011.
We were playing in high school.
Yeah, high school, you know, playing at high school. We're playing the 360. We were enjoying the, believe it or not, we were enjoying a little bit of the Lego games, you know, because it was a couples game. We were working together, going anywhere from our favorite game that is actually on our buy list for this new year, which we do have, but we now want a CIB complete. It's the Marvel Alliance.
Ultimate Alliance.
Ultimate Alliance,
yeah.
Thank you. And so that being said, that is our nostalgia there, our memories, our happiness. And, you know, starting a family, it kind of pushes away from the video game. I was working a lot. She was a stay-at-home mom. You know how that is. A lot of the children take our time, and work takes a lot of our strength and effort. So we're finally now at a point where our kids have grown. They fell in love with also the retro gaming,
We got them handhelds. Our son was huge with Mario, with puzzles. We would get him puzzles. He would do a lot of the DS games, Mario Kart. He loved that. He loved going to GameStop and looking for stuff with us before we even knew that we were game hunting.
Right. And that's just the beauty of it. And it's continuously,
we were fans.
Yeah, definitely fans. And it's just been growing as a family. And we're now at a point where we have our own game room, and we're just continuing to grow. And it's been only about 2 months and a half that we decided to want to go into the social media part of it, right, because we do have a great collection. And just to be able to experience people come in and see what we have and just see
the joy, that light up of like a 40-year-old woman or man come in and think back to whenever they were 5-8 years old, getting that present from Christmas, or playing with their brother and sister, or just that one game that is here, or the one console that is here in our system, and bring back that joy, that light of being a child again, is pretty awesome.
Yes, guys. And that being said, it's just the joy, the memories, the bonding you do with people, the relationships you grow, the groups that you can make. And I think, to me personally, I love hearing the stories behind it. I recently, this past, like I said, it's been 2 months, this past year, because today is January the 3rd, I believe, you know, so this past month, people are buying these consoles because of their childhood to their kids. And now their kids are going to be involved in their growing up age and what they got to experience as kids, the parents do. So I hear these stories and I hear all the background of it, and to me that's what makes me excited, is that I am now part of someone else's life that I have, hey, you know what?
Introduced.
Yeah, exactly. Let's Find Retro has given me my first GameCube or my Super Nintendo, my 360, and another thing that I love to do is everything that I sell, we repair, we go through it, we check it, we make sure that it's functioning correctly. And again, people keep coming back to us. They know that they can go and find it maybe $5 cheaper, even though we have a great price. And it's never been about the selling end of this. It's been about growing relationships with people, them get a great deal, because I always price my things lower than price chart already. And just,
being a kid forever.
Exactly. And for me to grow my collection, our collection,
right,
that's the most important part. And as as it is as a collector, I know a bunch of you guys out there, there's a bunch of influencers that got us into the gaming, that influence us to continue the hunt. And even they speak on how sometimes just because you want 2 or 3 games out of a collection from someone, you end up having to buy the whole lot because people don't want to separate the 2 games or anything like that. And I understand and I respect that. And so that's where the background comes of me having to sell certain things, because I personally don't want to collect 10 different Super Nintendos in here in the house. Which personally, at one point we had a bunch of consoles that we had not in a box. Displayed, and they were collecting dust.
Yeah.
So to me, it was more important for these consoles to be able to be moved and be used instead of them getting damaged, sitting on my shelf. Now, granted, I do have a bunch of them still sitting on our shelves that I don't have complete in a box, or I don't have them in a box. But I personally, and she personally,
it's a visual thing. I like to see it.
Right. The 64, as you see on our shirts, like, we love the 64. She loves it more than I do. I love it as well, but I love the GameCube. Yeah. I love the Nintendo, and we're just that kind of people. We want to continue to grow. We want to continue to inspire, and why not do it in our point of view? See the rough ends, see the true raw footage, not the scripted parts. You're gonna hear me say certain words that might not make sense to you, and I'm gonna leave it in the video. I'm not gonna go back and edit that. I want you to know, in my shoes, I'm not perfect. And I might have a dyslexic words of use. I might not be proper when it comes to speaking in English. But hey, you know what, guys? And you might hear me speak a little bit of español aquí y allá. Y van a escuchar esas cosas y a motivar gente que tienen la vergüenza de ir a comprar un juego o algo porque creen que van a estar hablando de usted mal. That's all right. It's okay. We're here united. This is Let's Find Retro. I hope you like what you see and what you hear. We're going to continue to grow.
We have big plans for this year. We were on TikTok, as previously stated. Mm-hmm. We want to move to the YouTube scene because we like to talk. We like to be informative. We like to show you the pickup that we get, the cleanup that we do on it, and then the process of selling it to give to the next person and that joy that comes with it, like he stated. We have lists put together of things that we know that we've already had in mind that we've wanted to get, and we're starting from the ground up.
Right. And as far as starting from the ground up, I know you guys are wondering, like, you guys already have a bunch of things. Yes, we do. But believe it or not, a lot of these things happen in the past 1.5 to 2 years. So we have I wouldn't say the most amazing collection, but I do think that we do have a pretty decent one. And a lot of these things, people don't understand that a lot of this has started off from one item. Yeah. Like I said, the 64. Or this and that. But what I want to get at is we're not at a point where we are restarting.
Meaning, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh my gosh.
Aye.
So, oh my gosh.
It just, the pressure got. Meaning, our retro bank is at 0.
Now, wait just a second. This lady is unexperienced, guys. So, I will explain.
I'm unexperienced.
So, the retro bank is the funds that we use to fund not only our collection, but to help fund other projects such as broken down consoles or just investing in a console that we see online. Once our retro bank is starting to grow, we can use those funds to buy even more things for our collection, or again, to help fix consoles for you guys that you guys can buy, and to help grow y'all's collections. I don't know.
That's the retro bank.
I guess so.
That's what to describe it. Man in a suit, he's telling you what the right thing to do. Goodbye. So yes, our retro bank is basically our funds, what we use to help you guys out, to help ourselves out. So, last item that we actually had on the on our inventory were actually two PlayStation 3 Slims, which one of them did sell just yesterday. I think this is January the 2nd.
Yes.
That we sold one, and I had it posted on Marketplace for $90. Actually ended up selling it for $80. So we have $80 right now in the retro bank that we can use to order parts, to get more consoles
and build our collection.
And build our collection. Exactly. So at the moment, I actually also was waiting on a part for a Wii that I had, so I can fix the disc tray, which now is repaired and ready to go. And actually, it's on Marketplace at the moment, already for sale. So that being said, we only have $80 to play with, but we got to use our money wisely. Remember that all our ideas, all our buys, and everything that we have to use to grow is during these funds. Yes, I guess what I do want to say is, let's say we do come across something that we do need extra money, then we'll go and ask for a loan from our personal money. But we have to make sure that we push that money back into that inventory. So we'll be a negative equity in our retro bank. But we'll try our best to not go into that phase if we don't have to. Right now, it is the beginning of the school year. I work for a district, so I'm always thinking that way. No, it's a new beginning of a school.
This is the beginning of the new year in general, and we're looking to
start all over again and make sure our funds are doing it the correct way. Now we have a bunch of ideas, we have a bunch of wants, and we have, for example, conventions that are coming up soon. I think here in the next 2-3 months, which you guys are going to be brought along with us.
Definitely.
And we have Retro Fest with Retro Rick down in Arkansas that we're also going to go out and see. Retro Palooza, I think, got rescheduled last year because they had some kind of difficulties in the facility place that they were going to use. And that's going to be another place that we need to go to.
We would love to be a part of that.
Exactly. But we're going to bring you guys all for the journey and bring you along. And again, if you guys like retro stuff, retro collecting, the 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s.
Nostalgia in general.
Yeah, VHS, toys, video games, the clothing, the music. We do it all. We kind of listen to it all. And we try to stay motivated in that point of view. We want to bring you guys along with the journey. And hopefully you guys enjoy the content that we bring, and please like, share, and subscribe, and tell your people, and join us. We can be on TikTok a lot of the times, going live, playing video games. We'll probably post a couple of videos this year, going back to goals that we had in mind. One of the goals was these conventions, which we just spoke about. Another goal is certain games that I want to buy in this future, consoles that we want to buy. We had a couple of
toys, VHS.
Yeah.
Just the extra what is it? The TV?
The CRTV. We want a special one, which we do have a big CRTV that's essentially in my son's room where he retro games.
Definitely.
But we want something more smaller, more modern. We want the VHS so we can play in the background, which we do have a VHS player, and we have the TV connected to that one, so we do have that. But little things that we want to add to our collection: controllers, consoles, certain variants, certain games again, certain games that we want to play during this year that I know, like for example, last year was kind of a hiccup for us where we didn't have enough time to really play video games, and we would start a game and we weren't able to finish it. But we want to for sure set goals for ourselves this year and bring you guys along with these goals, and hopefully you guys enjoy what we bring and what we find and the relationships that we grow with people, and just unite each other in the gaming industry.
We're here to have fun. We want to, even though we're adults now, we want to bring out that childhood, that kid in us, to continue to thrive and have a joy in life and grow bonds and grow with each other. So I'm excited.
Oh, tremendously. 2026 is going to be the year. I'm hoping this thing brings joy to you as much as it brings us joy to us. Just know one thing, that this is Ivan.
And this is Lily.
And let's find retro.